A jury on Thursday found a Mexican man not guilty of murder in the killing of a woman on a San Francisco pier that touched off a national immigration debate 2 years ago. U.S. immigration officials say Jose Ines Garcia Zarate will be deported. November 30, San Francisco, AP. Though the 2015 shooting death of Kate Steinle became a flashpoint in an intense national debate over immigration, the issue was never addressed inside the courtroom where a jury acquitted a Mexican national of murder and manslaughter, a verdict President Donald Trump called disgraceful. From the outset, the judge barred any mention of Jose Ines Garcia Zarate's immigration status or the 5 times he was arrested and deported to Mexico before he came back across the border. The judge said the jury should consider only Garcia Zarate's intentions on the July evening when Steinle was shot. His immigration status had no bearing on whether he purposely pulled the trigger or not, legal analyst and defense attorney Dan Horowitz said of the immigration issue. San Francisco Deputy District Attorney Diana Garcia argued the shooting was murder. The jury sided with the defense, which argued that the shooting was an accident, and found him guilty only of being a felon in possession of a firearm. That charge carries a maximum of 3 years in jail. Steinle was shot while walking with her father and a family friend on a San Francisco pier popular with tourists. Garcia Zarate said he was sitting on the pier when he found a gun under a chair. He said the gun was wrapped in a t-shirt and accidentally fired when he picked it up. Caption close before the shooting, Garcia Zarate had finished a federal prison sentence for illegal re-entry into the United States and had been transferred to San Francisco's jail in March 2015 to face a 20-year-old charge for selling marijuana. The sheriff's department released him a few days after prosecutors dropped the marijuana charge, despite a request from federal immigration officials to detain him for deportation. San Francisco's decision to protect criminal aliens led to the preventable and heartbreaking death of Kate Steinle, U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions said in a statement Thursday night. I urge the leaders of the nation's communities to reflect on the outcome of this case and consider carefully the harm they are doing to their citizens by refusing to cooperate with federal law enforcement officers. San Francisco is known as a sanctuary city because its policies bar local police from helping federal authorities identify and deport immigrants that came to the U.S. illegally. President Barack Obama continued his Republican predecessor's policy which allowed federal immigration officials to request local law enforcement detain for up to 48 hours people suspected of living in the country illegally. But, in 2014, a federal judge ruled the practice of holding them without a warrant was likely unconstitutional. At the time of the shooting, then-candidate Trump and others pointed to Steinle's death as reasons why the country's immigration laws should be tightened. From day one this case was used as a means to foment hate, to foment division, and to foment a program of mass deportation.